Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is your lecture on parts of speech part 2. I'll revise parts of speech with you according to the English language. Our language starts basically with alphabets. Alphabets join together to make words. Words are joined together to make sentences. And for a better understanding of these sentences, grammar has given us parts of speech, a category to which a word is assigned in accordance with its functions. This is known as parts of speech. It shows the way a word functions, the way a word works in a sentence. Now, how to identify parts of speech? Basically, there are 8 parts of speech. The 9th one, articles, are also at times added to it because they are an integral part. I'll name the parts of speech that are mostly used. The first one is always noun, then pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, interjections, conjunctions, and prepositions. Now, some points to recognize the parts of speech. Every word is a part of speech. The term part of speech refers to the role a word plays in a sentence. Now, the first one, let's describe it further. A noun is a person, place, concept, or object. Basically, anything that's a thing is a noun. A noun is a word that names something such as a person, place, thing, or idea. In a sentence, nouns can play the role of subject, direct object, indirect object, subject complement, object complement, appositive, or adjective. Now, the second part is pronouns. Pronouns are the words you substitute for specific nouns when the reader or the listener knows which specific noun you are referring to. He, she, it, they, we, us, etc. The third part of parts of speech is adjectives. Adjectives are the words that describe nouns. Any noun, when explained or given a description, is known as an adjective. An adjective can go right before the noun it's describing. I have a black dog, but it doesn't have to do it always. Sometimes the adjectives are at the end of a sentence. For example, my dog is black. Now the verbs go, be amazing, run as fast as you can, win the race. The words inside the blocks are all verbs. Verbs are words that describe specific actions like running, winning, and being amazing. Not all verbs refer to literal actions, though verbs that refer to feelings or states of being, like to love and to be, are known as non-action verbs. Conversely, the verbs that do refer to literal actions are known as action verbs. Verbs are also the only type of word that is absolutely necessary to make a sentence. Without a verb, there are no complete sentences. Not even nouns, which represent things, need to be in every sentence. Verbs are words that describe actions, whether physical or mental. Verbs also describe a state of being, like verbs be, become, or exist. I am the state. King Louis IV had said this. Some verbs also act as helper verbs to change the tense of another verb. Now, the fifth part of parts of speech is adverbs. An adverb is a word that describes an adjective, a verb, or another adverb. For example, I entered the room quietly. Sixth part is prepositions. Prepositions tell you the relationship between the other words in a sentence. For example, she put the pizza in the oven. Now, where she put the pizza in is the word that will connect the pizza and the oven. Number 7 is conjunctions. They make it possible to build complex sentences that express multiple ideas. I like her is a complete sentence, but with the addition of but, I like her, but she is very slow. She is very slow is also a complete sentence. We have joined 2 smaller sentences by the word but to make a more complex sentence. Now, again, we are going to go into the beginning of parts of speech. Conversation is what makes parts of speech so important. What is conversation? Conversation is basically a collection of sentences. When we start talking, we cannot just give words. I need the word am. I am, if I introduce myself, I would tell a person I am whatever my name is. Then if I ask questions from the other person, I am going to say, who are you? So your being there is being used by the word are as the verb. Words are divided into different kinds or classes.